There we
Okay,
go.
cool.
Holy
So,
shit, that's quiet.
yeah, all
Okay,
right.
there we go.
So,
That's
this
better. We're good.
is the Bro Moment podcast, episode 1, fucking shit. I don't know how this is going to work. Uh, we'll just do it whenever we feel like it, pretty
I felt
much.
like saying your names, all of them at the top.
What?
All of your names at the top are great.
Oh, I mean, you're just nutshell, so.
I know, and you're Xenon, the god of sex.
Okay, so I wrote down many things here, and one thing that I actually have been wanting to talk about with you for quite a while, uh, since I found out about it like last week or so, is the next Call of Duty game. Uh,
Haven't
so
they said anything about that?
they don't, but like
Oh, they haven't. Okay.
there's been like leaks about the new one.
Have there?
Uh,
Haven't seen them.
Yeah, I've only seen like a few articles about it, but it's like they're saying that it's going to be it's going to take place in Vietnam.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but the thing about that is like is it going to turn out like World War II or is it going to turn
Gonna
out
be bad? Yeah, I see what
yeah,
you're saying.
or is it going to be like Modern Warfare standard? Like that's the main thing is like I don't know how I feel about it cuz like Modern Warfare, it's a good game. It's a good Call of Duty game. It's one of the bestest ones that is that has been in quite a while. Uh, like, because most of the ones have been quite bad. Specifically like Black Ops 4 and any of the future ones.
Uh-huh.
But Black Ops 3 was pretty decent. But even then, it was still bad. Um,
Yeah.
I still
See,
go on.
the first Black Ops was it was I guess it was Cold War, but Vietnam was in there, and that was to me, wow, best
And
one of the best games.
and then
I guess Modern Warfare 2 would be considered the best one to a lot of people, but I didn't grow up with Modern Warfare 2. I grew up with Black Ops, and I'd
right,
say Black Ops was the best one.
yeah,
But with the Vietnam era and like Cold War era in general, I think that is the best timeline because no one uses it. No one.
yeah. Like when I can't think of any games that used a Vietnam style like Vietnam era Cold War thing.
And no one does.
Yeah.
Like you see it maybe here and there, but they're all shitty games in all honesty.
And I don't remember I don't remember who's making it this year. I think it's Treyarch,
Who made
which
it last year?
uh last year it was Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
Uh
No. Who made Sledgehammer made Modern Warfare?
I think so. No,
I thought
Infinity
it
Ward.
was
Sorry.
Infinity Ward,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. Fuck,
So
I'm
it's either
retarded.
Treyarch or
Sledgehammer.
um, Sledgehammer.
But like Sledgehammer, what was the last one that
Well,
they made?
Sledgehammer's bad. That's World War II.
Yeah. So like I think because it
Well,
went
Sledgehammer did. They're not horrible, but
I'm
not the
trying to
best.
think, because like, I think Infinity Ward has held their standard up to this point of like being a good like Call of Duty company since it's three of them at once instead of like one when it first started out.
Yep.
Um, I think see like they've had really good games and then they've had not so good games
Yeah.
and then I can't even remember. I'm gonna look those up real quick. COD games in order. Nope, that's not. No, fuck. Um, cause like I've only played very few Call of Duty games.
Yep.
Um, I'll okay in order. So the first one was just Call of Duty, and then Call of Duty 2, COD 3, COD 4 Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare was when Infinity Ward came out as the developers, I believe. No, Treyarch. Oh. Oh wait, no, what? Oh,
Yeah. Treyarch did.
hold on. Now I'm
No.
lost. Okay. So COD 1. Wait. Oh, I lost it. Okay. COD 1 was Infinity Ward. So they were the original developers of the game. And then COD 2 was also Infinity Ward.
Yep.
COD 3 was Treyarch.
Yep.
And then COD 4 was Infinity Ward. Okay.
Yeah, because that's the first Modern
Yeah.
Warfare.
And then World at War, Treyarch.
5 was World at War, and that's Treyarch.
Infinity Ward, Modern Warfare.
When did Sledgehammer become a thing? Probably Modern Warfare.
I'm gonna say
3?
Ghosts. I'm gonna say Ghosts.
Ghosts, right? I
No!
forgot about Ghosts.
Ghosts was Infinity Ward. What? Oh no.
Okay, Ghost wasn't a
Wait, no, I'm lost.
bad game, but it wasn't the best.
Oh, okay. So so Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and Raven.
Yeah, I was gonna slay. Sledgehammer did slay.
I was gonna slay.
Dun,
Dun,
I was gonna slay. Yeah.
Doom guy.
Take that.
Doom guy intensifies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then they had Ghost, Infinity Ward, and then this is when it got to the era of like bad games, when Advanced Warfare came out.
Yeah.
I mean, Ghost was bad, but it was like, eh. But Advanced Warfare is like is when I think Call of Duty started to go downhill. Even though I didn't play it, I still think that's
sorry?
Advanced Warfare, the first futuristic one.
Ooh. Here, let me.
That's when I thought it started to like spiral out of control, because it was like, oh yeah, all these other ones, they're held at the highest regard. They're like the top tier Call of Duty games. And then Ghost came out, it's like, it's okay. Like all of these are like 10 out of 10s probably.
Okay, yeah, Advanced Warfare. I hated it. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely hated the game. There was a few little aspects that I liked.
Right.
Like some of the weapons in the game were cool and whatnot, but they all sucked. Yeah, Advanced Warfare is definitely when it started dying, because that's when they added, you know how Black Ops 3 has the boost jump and whatnot?
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare had that first. That was the first game with that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, that one
and
it wasn't even really like a boost. It was just like, oh, you can use boosters to like thrust through the air instead of like actual jumping.
Well, you could jump up with it, and yeah, jump sideways, forward, whatever. Black Ops 3 is just a disappointment version of that.
Yeah, I guess so.
If Black Ops 3 didn't have that, I would have liked the game.
If it was like, because I think that's kind of how Black Ops 4 is right now, is that, or like when it released, it was like, okay, so it's boots on the ground, but it's still futuristic.
Yeah, I don't like Black Ops 4 at all. The multiplayer is garbage to me anyway.
Yeah. Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas. I played the Battle Royale when it was free.
The zombies are okay.
Well, I mean, the
like,
zombies are almost always okay.
I think it was cool that they put Nuketown in again with Alpha Omega. That's a cool map, and I actually like that a lot. Same with
Nuketown 2.
They did Call of the Dead, and it's kind of a cool redo of it, but it just, knowing the old map, it's not the same.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Whereas Nuketown, it kind of has similarities, but now you can go in the bunkers and you have a bunch of other stuff you can do, which is why that map is cool. But
yeah, like it was like
5 that I was really happy with that, but the only issue that I have with it is that they don't have the thief in there, and I know everyone hated the thief.
Who was the
thief?
But
I loved him because it was a challenge.
I thought you were like he was an operator. Anyway, yeah, I played the Battle Royale. I played one Battle Royale match of Black Ops 4 when it was like free to play, and I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
It was so boring.
Oh yeah, Blackout's garbage.
It looks like ass. on like in reality, it's like, oh, this game looks like fucking shit. On anywhere, it looks like ass. I understand like other
Mhm.
games, like it's like they've been using the same like uh development or like the engine as the whole from like the first one to the most recent one, except for excluding Modern Warfare. So it's like obviously there's changes, and then
Mhm.
they completely changed it with Modern Warfare, made it fucking top tier, um, extra high level A tier, S tier, plus ultra mighty shit, and
Yep.
like I think because like that's the one thing that the Call of Duty games have been missing the whole time is the realism, right?
Yeah.
To an
Well, that's why
extent,
it's an arcade game. It's an arcade game,
yeah.
so I have no problem with it.
But
I
like
mean, there's a
that's
lot of things that I wish it had, but
yeah, that's where Modern Warfare comes into play. It's still arcadey. There's still people jumping around and being like uh
it's yeah.
unrealistic. Like I
At
think
least it's somewhat there. Like
I think it would be interesting if they took the Siege approach, is where you can't jump.
that would be interesting, yeah,
Because
because that would change.
in reality, you won't be able to jump with all that fucking gear and your extra magazines and your belts and your
Well,
boots and your like whatever.
but in a real scenario, you wouldn't. What would be the point of jumping
Yeah.
in a real scenario? Like, why are you gonna jump?
Yeah.
Like, if you're jumping forward to get away from a grenade or something, sure, but like that's different.
Dolphin diving. Like that should be the only thing
Yeah,
that allows you
like
to
that
get off the ground.
run and
And
dive.
and
But then the
vaulting and
issue
stuff.
is how many people are gonna drop shot because that's a piss off.
Yeah, that I guess. That's why I think they've made changes
It's
to
kind of
it.
the same with Siege too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people drop shot.
But
It's not very good.
like originally with Siege it was like, oh, you could aim down sights, crouch down to like go prone, and you would still be aim down sights. But with like the new
Yeah,
how it's been for like however many seasons, it's like okay, so you ADS, and then if you crouch down, you're still ADS. But then if you prone, you un-ADS, and then if you're still holding the button, you go back in. So it's like uh for that like span of time you're hip firing, but then you're also like shooting straight.
yeah,
That's one I would like to see something like something along the lines of like combining these two games in a way.
yeah,
So it's like um take some mechanics from uh Siege where like you're not allowed to jump and you can only vault over things and other and like that. And you can like lean left and right. Um and then like and then put that into Call of Duty. I think that would make the game like much better and maybe like huh, this is not gonna sound good when I say this. Um, also get rid of being able to use rocket launchers and shit because I know
yeah.
tons of
I
people use that
agree.
like as their primary weapons. Like
I
what the
I
fuck are you
agree.
doing? Like yeah,
Why would you run it? Like I understand. Like if you're Caliban or something, I don't know. And you're just using a rocket launcher, sure, whatever. But like at the same time, why in Call of Duty standards that's retarded.
yeah.
It's
In
it makes
reality,
no sense.
it'd be cool if it was like a
You wouldn't
field upgrade
run
thing.
around.
Like how it is now, like a
Yeah,
field upgrade.
as of
Oh,
yeah.
now you have a random
Like
rocket
if it's
launcher, so it's a Joker or an RPG.
because I
It's
know
like
you only get two uh, grenades from it. I guess that's
yeah,
rocket propelled
two
grenades. Yep.
two rockets. Yeah,
You only get two of those. And it's good that they did that, but then if they maybe removed, like if they kept scavenger, like that
yeah,
perk,
yeah.
but like didn't make it work for rockets,
That would make a lot
that
of
would be
sense.
that would solve a little bit.
Because it's like, oh well,
Because you're
now
getting a small ammo bag on the ground. Oh,
yeah,
hey, I guess there's two rockets in
here
there.
it's like a 3-foot rocket in there. Okay, cool.
And I mean, in the new Modern Warfare, I mean there isn't even a small bag on the ground. That's why I like Black Ops also, is there is a bag on the ground.
And yeah, like, cause I'll kill
Yeah,
enemies.
Modern Warfare, you just run over the body and it
I'll
works.
run over them, but I don't get any ammo. So it's like, what the fuck is the point of even like doing
Yeah,
it? Um,
yeah. And I mean, like they should. I think it'd be cool if they added like a search thing. So like if you kill someone, you could search the body for ammo and whatnot
oh yeah,
instead of having scavenger,
yeah, that would be cool.
because you'd get ammo that way too.
Yeah,
I mean, that'd be cool.
and then like
But
anything
that
else reserve that
that
they
would
had
be
on
too
them.
technical.
I understand that like Call of Duty is meant
Same
for
with
like
attachments, actually. Yeah, like if they drop the gun and you search them, you could get
yeah,
like different attachments for your weapon if you wanted. That'd be cool.
that
But then
kind
they'd have
of
to have like a bigger map or something, and
yeah, that kind of goes along the lines of it being like, oh, it's a battle royale now. So then you have to like the whole match is a battle royale. So you have two teams. It's team deathmatch, but it's battle royale because you have to pick up weapons off of the enemies or like pick up
see, then it would just
attachments
be
and
gun
like
game. See that if that's how they redid gun game, is you had to kill someone and then pick up their weapon or something. That'd be kind of neat.
I
But like
mm.
that kind of ruins it. In all honesty.
Oh, wait, so like what if it was something similar to like, oh, well here it's like gunfight where you get like a randomized class. So every person
Yep.
in the match, so let's say like 10 people or so, they all get one random weapon. And so you have to get
Yep.
one kill with with every weapon in the game.
With every weapon in the game. Yeah.
In that game. So like that adds a
Yeah.
next level of like, oh, well, it's kind of cool that you can do
See,
that,
now
but
you gotta be strategizing, which no one
yeah.
does. They just kind of jump around and shoot.
Oh, check me out.
That's Call of Duty.
316, no scope. Yeah. Um, I think that yeah, like I think Call of Duty has kind of lost its stride in the years. I mean, it's still like very popular, but
Yeah, well, because it's all the new kids going into it. Like
yeah.
they don't know Black Ops, they don't know World at War, they don't know COD
Uh,
1, 2, 3.
that's like me.
They don't.
I haven't played the games because I wasn't allowed to at that time. I was
Yeah,
the
me neither.
the
But
one
I had them.
the one game I was allowed to play. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so I got a PS3, grade 8 or so, I think. I don't know. Uh, I got to play Grand Theft Auto 4. I hated it. I fucking hated it. And then I played Modern Warfare 3, and then I met you, and then we played Modern Warfare 3 together. And then,
Oh, shit, that was a long time ago.
yeah, that was like in reality, it doesn't feel that long ago because of how time fucking goes. But like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how this just
Yeah,
goes
I
from
remember
like
playing Modern Warfare 3 all the time. That was
I
those
was
were the
not
days.
good at the game. I mean,
That's when I was good at the game.
I'm still like shit at games. Um, in rea like, cause I never experimented with anything. Like I still don't
Yeah.
in most shooters. I was just like,
Yeah.
this is a good gun. I will use it for the entire 20-hour playthrough that I will do. Um, like
Yep.
I always used to use the UMP only in Modern Warfare. Only the
Oh,
UMP because it was so
well, it was
good.
good.
It was like the only good
Yeah.
weapon I
I
actually
used
enjoyed.
shit, I don't even remember what I used. Yeah, I can't say I know what I used, but um I did use a selection of weapons and one sniper. I don't remember what sniper it was, but
Probably the
I
only
I
good
want to
one.
go back onto the game or like be able to, but my PlayStation is screwed.
Yeah, that's like the backwards compatibility thing. Um,
Yeah, if they did it,
yeah, that's
because they're not gonna have PS3 discs, which is stupid. Because I have so many PS3 games that I would
yeah.
like to play again anyway, and they're just sitting in my closet right now.
Uh,
Because I can't use my PS3 anymore. Because that's well, I can, but it's not gonna work half the time.
I think okay, so that kind of leads into like the next topic that I had in mind that that I know me. No. This isn't even a joke. Like, me, we talk about this all the time in our parties about like, PlayStation 5 and everything. PlayStation 5 and Xbox. I
Yes.
like,
That's why I like Xbox because you can go back to Xbox 360 stuff, and it's.
yeah,
I've watched my brother play, and it actually makes the games look, or the Xbox One X anyway, actually makes the games look good.
yeah. Ideally, the Xbox.
Like New Vegas, I mean that game is the graphics are horrible,
Oh
but
yeah,
on Xbox One X, they're still bad, but like they look better.
right. Uh, like that's one thing because I know how that's how Xbox runs is like, oh, it's backwards compatible with everything from the very first Xbox to the Xbox One. So it's like,
Yeah, that's why I like it.
yeah,
Why doesn't PlayStation do that?
uh, it's like, c- yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't know why they didn't do that because like, okay, so they've had PlayStation has had four consoles in its lifetime. Xbox has had
Mhm.
Xbox three. They've had three because
One, two.
they came out after the PS2, I'm pretty sure, or during the PS2 era because they're
They
like, yeah, they're
they
like,
probably
this is kind of good.
did.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't I
I
don't know
th
though, cause
I think it was during PS2 era.
yeah, maybe.
Because it
Maybe.
was like Nintendo was king at that time, and then oh
Oh,
well,
dude.
and then now it's like PlayStation. Okay, we got the PlayStation 1. Pretty good games on there. Nintendo is still king. Um, and then it goes to PlayStation 2. Okay, now PlayStation 2 is like the best console on the market. Um,
I think it was. I mean, it had everything. It was
yeah.
beautiful.
And then
And then
what
it
was at that time? I think it was GameCube.
GameCube was
PS2
so good.
era.
GameCube was my favorite console. Still is.
98.
I wish I could play it again, honestly. Pac-Man
18.
World. Oh,
The thing that you always talk about.
yeah, Pac-Man World. Mwah,
uh,
mwah. Best game.
okay.
Abe's Odyssey.
So it
Odyssey
was the
was a really good
yeah,
game
the
too.
sixth generation. So during this time, they had the Sega Saturn, no one cares. The PlayStation 1? What? Okay.
Yeah, it
Well,
exists
yeah. Duh. Fuck, I'm not retarded. On occasion. And then so Nintendo 64
on
at that
occasion.
time was like Nintendo 64 was like, yeah, fucking best of the best. And now we're in what? What is this? Next generation? No, what? Oh, this is okay, I got it. So at that time it was PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube that came out. So it's like GameCube was good, had all the good games. You could plug in your fucking game, like, your Game Boy into it, and just play
Yep.
games off of that. I never had that
Dude, the
ability.
GameCube was so good. You could play Wii. No, that's the opposite.
Yeah,
Wii game or the Wii, you could play GameCube games on, and that was awesome.
yeah. Um, so out of like between PlayStation 5 and that all that we know about it and Xbox Series X, the refrigerator, what do you think?
The refrigerator.
That's the model, the refrigerator.
I know.
Um, um, like in reality, what console do you think will win this generation? Because last generation, so like the current
Ooh.
generation we're in, PlayStation 4 won because it had all the exclusives, it had all the good games. It was like one of the best consoles on the market. Uh, and it
If
was cheaper than the Xbox One, I think, at launch. So,
yeah, I think it's hard to say because if PlayStation keeps their streak, or I guess Sony
yeah,
keeps their streak with the PlayStation, then that would be the more popular. That'd be the go-to one.
yeah,
But my opinion, if I didn't have a PlayStation now, I would definitely go to an Xbox because, well, from launch I wanted an Xbox 360 over a PS3. So,
right.
but we got the PS3 as a gift. So it didn't really have a choice. But Xbox would have been the way to go for
hmm
me anyway. Uh,
Um, I
Now I can get an Xbox if I wanted to, and I probably will at some point, but
Like
I don't know.
for me, I would want an Xbox for literally one game.
I want the reverse compatibility. That's what I want
Yeah.
because
I
it has all the games that I used to play and I still love.
it's funny because like how this generation has gone is like right at the start, everyone fucking hates each other. Every company hates each other, no matter what. And then it's
How
like,
it is.
yeah, that's how it is. Every company is meant to hate each other because they have to sell their console.
It's competition.
Yeah.
It's competition.
And then
But if you get good relations, you
yeah,
could probably help each other out. But that's I'm not a proper
and
businessman. I can't
that's
say.
that's how the whole that's and then like it was like last year, I think. I think it was last year. Last year, like 2 years ago. Um, the topic of crossplay came into the
See,
spectrum of
Xbox and PlayStation. I think that's a really good idea
yeah,
between Xbox and PlayStation. But with computer added, no, that's not.
yeah, PC,
Because
hell no.
controller versus mouse and keyboard, that's bull.
That's
Like,
why I
like
like
look at Modern Warfare.
yeah,
That's retarded.
I fucking hate it because like oh, if you want to
And
play
I want to play
Ground War,
like,
oh, you have to
yeah,
have crossplay because not many people are going to play it on PlayStation. Okay,
yeah.
cool. But then it's like, oh, well, you have to play crossplay with
Oh well,
Warzone.
guess what? No, you're bad.
Yeah, it's like, oh, now you have to play
See, like,
crossplay with Warzone.
I see the see. I have my crossplay turned off,
Yeah.
and I'll still see the picture for a computer, but the person's using a controller, which I'm okay with that.
Yeah, the
But
I think that one it's shows Xbox, I think, but I don't know. Either way, that's
I'm
the
not sure.
thing
But
is
it's a
like,
PlayStation controller while I'm playing PlayStation, whatever.
yeah,
And I don't mind that. That's fine as long as it's not a mouse and keyboard. I'm happy
I
because that is
yeah,
the stupidest thing they could have done. Because PC is just better than everything else. It
it's
is.
full of sweaty fuckers who just want to like, oh, I'm going for kills only.
Yeah. Oh, PlayStation player. Gotta kill him.
Time to die, retard.
Time to die.
uh, like yeah, that's that's the one thing is that I wish that they would do is like crossplay. It makes sense to play with other consoles, although yes, it is competition, but please, please, just please.
See, if I could play with a couple people on Xbox, you know who, I'd be happy. That'd be good.
Do I know? Oh, Blake? Yes?
Yeah, and Corey.
Ah, fuck Corey. He's retarded.
But no, because he can't use his NAT type with the PlayStation, which is retarded.
Yeah, but
So
it only works. Either way, either way. Um, back to the topic of like who's gonna win. I believe like in my personal opinion, I would like to see Xbox win at one generation. Cause I know they won with Xbox 360.
dude, I'd love to own the refrigerator.
Yeah, but like
I would. I would actually get it.
because at the start of the Xbox One's lifetime, they had a different guy who was controlling the whole Xbox ecosystem. So, because
Yeah,
like when they
the
launched,
system.
it was like, well, that's the thing. It's like I don't know what the fuck to call it. Um,
I know what you mean.
yeah. So the Xbox One at launch, it had to be online all the time, no matter what.
Yeah. See, that's another thing that I hate
Yeah.
about how PlayStation went. PS3, PSN was free.
Yeah.
Now you have to pay for it,
It's like, oh, huh.
and it's
We could
like
we could make money.
$70 for a year, and I think it's actually gone up since
It
I started.
yeah, it's gone up more and more.
Pretty sure it used to be 60, wasn't it?
Uh,
Like when I got
probably.
my PlayStation, I'm pretty sure it was $60.
It was probably 60. But yeah, they increased
Either
the
way,
price over time so that they get more people to continue playing, and it's like, well, I'd rather pay for
now I
a
have to
year.
play with it. So
Yeah,
And Xbox Live, I don't know how much it costs, but it's probably the same.
Yeah.
But I'd rather, with how Xbox is with the reverse compatibility, I would rather pay for online with that than
Yeah.
I would with PlayStation
Yeah, because
because it's more worth it.
that's a
I
much
find.
better deal. It's like, okay, so PlayStation, you have cloud saves, you can play online, and you get 2 free games every month, down from 4. Yeah, 2 free games every month, and then what else do you get? That's it.
Yeah.
Well, there's more things to it, but like that's it. Before it was just like, okay, so you get 2 free games a month. Cool, right? Check it out. It's $80 for a year, or however much how it was during that era, and like and and it was free the whole time. And then Xbox comes along with the PlayStation or fuck, the PlayStation, the Xbox PlayStation. Uh,
Yep.
it's the original Xbox. They're like, oh, it's this new thing. It's called the internet. Check it out. Xbox Live. You gotta pay for it.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. But I don't know.
And then like that's when companies are like, oh shit, we can make even more money if we make them pay for online services, even though
Yeah.
even though you're spending like $350 for a console that you know
Yeah.
is already making so much fucking money.
350, that's what it used to be.
Yeah,
See, now it's like 700. It's
yeah,
horrible.
because well,
700 for a good one, I guess.
yeah,
500 for the lower end. It's still bad.
yeah.
Like
I
the
think
refrigerator, I'm sure that'll go for 600. Same with the PS5.
yeah,
Probably go for 700 actually.
because they're having trouble keeping costs down for the whole like to create the game or create the game the game console. There you go.
Yeah.
It like I like the idea of having it like when they announced the controller, I was like, "Oh, that's so cool. It has a built-in speaker. It has uh it has a 2 different color
And it
design.
looks like an Xbox
Yeah,
controller.
it's an
And
X
I love that. I
like
just wish it had offset joysticks like an Xbox controller,
yeah,
because that, well, I mean, I'd prefer that as a controller than PlayStation.
logically it's an Xbox controller because they
Yeah, just different joysticks
yeah. And
and a touchpad.
I like the idea of haptic feedback on like the so you can feel like when you're going through the mud and you can feel like your tires slipping every time. Like that's cool.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
I and like I like the idea of being able to feel the actual trigger of like say your gun. You can feel the trigger when they can do that change the spring tension. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's a cool thing to have.
yeah.
But that's going to bring up the costs. So why would you ever do that? Because now you have now it's like because controllers are like $80. It's the price of a game. You're spending
Yeah.
$80 to
Oh,
play your $80
the
game.
cost of controllers too. From 70, what is it, 74 for a PlayStation 4 controller?
It's 74 for PlayStation 4
That's
and like
that's gonna go up.
yeah, it's going to
That's gonna
be
be like
almost 100.
$100 for a controller now.
Especially now that
It's-
they have to like have different colored shells for the two-tone design. So the
yeah.
controllers are going to be expensive. The console is going to be
See,
expensive
and
because it has
I
more
want
stuff.
I want two controllers, right?
Yeah.
I want two controllers because if one dies, yeah, you can just plug it in. That whatever. That's why I like PlayStation better.
Yep.
But when you don't have the time to plug it in, let's say you're playing Siege and it just dies and you're the last one alive, you don't have time to plug it in. You just have to grab the other controller. It's sitting
Yeah.
right there and press the
Yeah,
button.
yeah.
That's it. But
Yeah.
most cases you can't plug it in, I guess. But I would just prefer to have two controllers because it's a lot quicker, a lot better. If one needs to charge, you can use the other one.
hmm
Yeah.
And that's one thing that Xbox is really lacking behind is their controllers. It's like, yeah, the controllers are nice.
Yes.
The new one,
Well,
there's
didn't they add a plug-in thing now? Or
what do you mean? No, oh,
didn't they add something that you could plug it in
yeah,
instead of using batteries?
yeah, but I think You were always able to do
Standard
that?
comes with batteries. Well, it was like an attachment that goes into the battery slot, but
Oh,
it's like a
yeah.
battery itself, and you plug it into the.
But it still has to use batteries to be wireless.
Yeah,
Which is one thing that
which
cause
I
like,
think they could improve on.
yeah, like
Because
fucking,
I'm not gonna pay how many dollars for a set of batteries that only last 2 days.
yeah, cause like I like the idea of Xbox. It's cool. They have some really decent games on there, but I don't want to spend $700 for a new console that's going to have the same games.
$800 controllers.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense in like the money aspect of it. Like it
It's just
doesn't make sense at all.
everything's getting expensive.
Yeah.
And
I
plus
guess
with everything going on now, I mean nobody will have money at the end.
I mean it's like fucking how it's like $10 for a box of
I
cereal
mean,
or something.
yeah. Well, 20 for a box of or it's $20 at Superstore for a 24 pack of toilet paper, and that used to be $10.
I guess yeah, but it's like that's the
So
shortages.
inflation, right?
Yeah.
Inflation. Oh hey, everyone's buying this in bulk. Better raise the price.
No, don't do that. It's like you're still going to be earning money. I understand that it's like, oh,
Yeah, you,
upgrade the price. Now
I
you're gonna have
seriously
more
think
sales.
I know it's probably not true, but I think the lower something is, the more likely someone's gonna buy it.
Yep. Because
And so having that said, if they had a low price thing, more people would want to get that because the other product is too expensive.
right.
But you can get the same quality of everything, right?
Yeah. Like that's how oh shit. That's how I think like cuz I cuz when we were in school before and like we would go over to Safeway and we'd always go down the drink aisle to see if anything was on sale. And those Pepsis were always on sale
Okay,
for a
you know
dollar.
it's stupid.
They continue to buy
Yeah.
those.
Okay, you know what's great? I like those 1 liters because they're $1.69, not on sale. But on sale, they are like the single ones.
Yeah.
They're a dollar, right?
Yeah.
You know how Peace Tea used to be 99 cents,
Right, yeah.
and it would cost $1.05 with tax.
Yeah.
99, and with tax it's $1.30, or sorry, $1.40-ish, something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
So they raised the price of Peace Tea. Same with Arizona's. They used to be 99 cents. It even said on the can 99 cents. But then they changed it to $1.29.
Yeah. 'Cause like Safeway, they're fucking retarded.
Well, yeah.
I
It's
understand
not
you work
Safeway
there.
anymore though. It's Sobeys.
Yeah,
It's Sobeys.
I understand you work there, but like the person that's there is like, oh, well, we're running low on these, and they've been really in high demand, so we might as well buy some more. That's what I'm talking about with the Pepsi. Is like, okay, so no one wants to buy it when it's a dollar, whatever the fuck, and then you go in, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, those are on for a dollar, cool, I'll go buy one.
I'll
And
get one.
and
Yeah.
so like the sales are low when it's $1.60, and then once they go on sale, then that like demand rises. So then they're like, "Oh, here, let's buy another 7 cases of this of 1 liters." Like, no. You realize it's only like that because it's on sale. So stop fucking buying them and selling them at normal price. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
See, you know what I find funny? Because I have to look at the sales and whatnot.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of it can trick you. It'll say buy 2 for this much. But if you buy 1, it's the same price. But in some cases, buying 1, the sale still applies. So let's say, you know, the bags of cheesies, Hawkins cheesies.
Yeah.
They were good because they had 2 for $5.
Yeah.
That's a good deal, I think.
Instead of $7
and the sale
for...
still applied if you bought 1.
What?
It,
Really?
it originally it'd be $7. Yeah, the sale still applied for buying one of them, and it was 250. So it was or about half.
Oh, weird. That.
So
Mm,
the cheesies, that's why they're good because the sale still applies. But many other things, the
don't.
sale doesn't apply
Yeah.
if you're buying one.
Yeah.
You have to buy more than one, which still ends up costing you more.
Yeah. I don't know. Money's fucking weird. I hate money. I hate money so much. Like
I hate.
logically, I
I
love
can't say
money
that. I will not
because
say it.
logically, I love money. I love being able
Like
to earn
how to
money and
use
buy
it
my own
and
things. But I
earn it.
hate how the
See, I like
fucking
earning it from working.
yeah, I hate how the
Yeah,
economy works with
it's
it. It's like, oh,
yeah, it's
so
how it's the
so
economy and
so now you're earning money. Oh, cool.
let's
Now,
raise this price.
yeah. So we're gonna raise it. So it's 1265 this year, and you're not being able to afford your housing. So we're gonna increase minimum wage. Okay, cool, sweet. I really like that. Aha, but there's a
Yeah, but the
catch.
problem with
Everything
increasing
else
minimum
rises.
wage,
Oh.
yeah. See, that's why we're screwed.
Mhm.
Like if we're gonna move out or something like that, that's why we're screwed because everything costs more.
Yep.
So it'll take us longer to get out,
Yeah.
which to me is stupid.
Because I think it should be like a set price across everyone, or like
Yeah, I
it's
think.
like okay, so it's 1365 an hour or 1385 an hour, and then your rent is we'll say like $100 for a month.
Yep.
It's like okay, so I earn if I work however many hours a week, and then I get 200 at the end of my 2 weeks. So I set aside 100 for that for rent, and then I have however much left that goes into, or I put all of that money towards food, and then everything else
Yep.
goes into savings. That's
Hmm.
that's how it works with me. I if I earn over $200 during my pay period, then I put a hundred. I usually make sure that I have 100 exactly for my checking for the next 2 weeks, so that I have that money to. So it's like okay, so I have $100. That means I can spend like $5 a day or however much.
Yeah.
That's why I've also been going to Safeway more, is because I want to conserve my money as much as possible because I don't have.
Well, while going to fast food places,
Yeah,
that can get expensive,
yeah, like it's $10 for a fucking.
especially
Oh,
Burger King
yeah,
every day.
it's a meal. It's like $10 for a
Yeah, a
meal.
meal is $10.
I can
11 with tax, I'd say.
yeah, I can buy 4 bread rolls, a peace tea or
Yep.
Pepsi, whatever's on sale, and then maybe
Yep.
like a chocolate bar. Okay, so that evens out to like $5.
Well, because
And you get
Safeway
quantity.
especially always has 99-cent chocolate bar,
Yeah,
or while they're on sale, right?
and
They always do that.
I just try to find all like the bread that's under $1 at least. Sometimes I'll be like, I want cheese bread today, so I'll grab the cheese bread. And then other days I'll be like,
Well,
okay,
you know
I just want.
those 89-cent artisan cheese bagels or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to buy those all the time.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're cheap and they're good.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? The price tags on where the donuts are, they say 99 cents, but when you pay for them, they're 89 cents.
Yeah. So it's like,
So they haven't actually changed it.
yeah, they just
Unless they have
forgot.
to now, but I don't think so.
I don't know. I haven't.
Because no one will be buying. That entire bakery is shut down.
Yeah.
So,
I've only been to Safeway once in this whole deal.
I
What's
have been there
happened?
many times.
Well, yeah, you fucking work there, so shut up. Like,
Yep.
I had a gift card for there, so I was like, "Hey, mom, you're going downtown. Could I come with you?" She's like, "Sure." And so I went, and then I was like, I've been stuck at home for so long that I haven't had candy in forever, so I just bought like 3 bags of candy. And I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is the life."
That's the way to go. Yeah, that's kind of how I am when I'm working. I kind of have to buy a chocolate bar or something.
so that you don't die.
Well, it's a snack
Yeah,
for an
especially if you,
8-hour shift.
yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's this whole ordeal is just kind of annoying because it's
Yeah,
also
everything's kind of opening up again though, because I
yeah.
think everyone realizes how stupid it is and what.
Well, yeah, there's literally people protesting down in the States. Like, I want to go
Oh yeah.
inside. I want to go
Well,
inside. Let me
there's
outside.
one
No.
of them in Texas was led by Alex Jones.
Oh my God. I've lo
That's what I've
I
seen
have
anyway.
lost more respect for that man.
See,
Uh,
I like the social distancing, sure, but like stores closing down, I think
yeah.
so. So there's a lot of places I wanted to go, but I can't because they're all closed, right?
Like, 'cause it, like logically it should be um fast food should close down. It's not.
It
Um
should. See, I
because
think if
that's
we
one of the
did
most
like New
unsanitary
Zealand,
places.
it is. Well, gas stations are too.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Um,
New Zealand.
very much so. Uh, if we did it like New Zealand, where everything was closed for a while, like they only have, I don't remember how much it was, but it's only one case right now that I know of, since yesterday, hearing about it.
Yep.
They only got one new case because they closed everything down and no one has it anymore, kind of thing, right?
Yeah. It's kind
If
of
we
how it
did it
was with
like that,
Greenland.
I think we would have been good. But no, 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 no.
Mhm.
Government.
uh, like I think my favorite thing that has come out of this whole thing is with Greenland. Um, like they're untouchable. Okay, they have 7 cases. All right, all those 7 cases have recovered
That's the
now.
population right
Bruh,
there.
all those 7 cases have just recovered. All right, so now Greenland is still untouchable. And like,
Yep.
uh, fucking Donald Trump is such an idiot. Fuck you, Donald Trump. I hope you're watching this. You probably aren't, but I hope you are. Um,
Oh,
he,
he never will.
yeah, he never will. He's an idiot. He's like, okay, so, hey, Canada's doing good. Let's reopen the borders. Justin Trudeau, nope, no, no,
Oh.
no, 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 no.
I seen a
Like,
plate. Last time I worked, I seen a plate that was from Idaho. Now he
oh,
was either stuck in here or somehow got through.
I want to say it's the somehow got through.
I kind of feel like it somehow got through.
Yeah,
Yes. Oh, let's infect them even more. They're not
yeah.
up to our level.
We're getting
Like,
like,
come on, dude.
we're getting well, I don't even know how much. I think it's like 10,000 cases a day, or probably even less than that. It's for like probably like 1,000 or like 5,000 a day.
In
It's
Ontario, I'm pretty sure is still on lockdown.
Yeah, it's mostly the Frenchies, Eastern Canada, that's fucked.
Frenchies.
I hope the Frenchies die. I
Yeah.
hope you're watching this too, Quebec, fuckers. Uh, but like we've closed most things down. Almost everything has been closed down. Everything that is an
Hmm.
essential has been closed down. But um, the United States, they want like he's like, oh. Yeah, let's open things back up. They're getting like 50,000 cases a day, probably more, and he wants to open things up again. No, no,
Yep.
no, you should not do that. Like,
Only getting 50,000 cases. We should open everything.
yeah, like, holy fuck, you are retarded. If you think that opening up something after, oh, after all these things have happened where New York is the epicenter of the whole pandemic right now, almost like I mean, there's probably not everyone, but like half of New York has been infected at least, because like nobody cares,
Yep.
nobody cares about anything. Like, oh my God, I feel like
Well,
I'm
New York is highly populated as
yeah,
well.
I feel like I'm getting brain damage from this whole thing because of how nobody's taking this seriously, or they're taking it like actually like, oh fuck, people are going to die. Like none of this is
Yeah.
serious at all. And that
Yeah.
that's what annoys me the most is that nobody's caring about the whole situation. Like, hey,
Yeah, no one is.
we're gonna go
I
back to
understand. Yeah, you hate being inside, but at least stay away from people. See,
you
another
probably
thing
have
that makes
a
me mad is
backyard.
people are taking pictures.
What do you mean?
People are taking pictures of random people because they're outside.
Oh, so they're like, oh, this person should not be
Oh,
outside.
you're outside? I'm gonna take a picture of him.
I mean, like, it's
Like,
if
why? What's that gonna do for you?
yeah, it's not gonna do anything. Like that's like if you have a backyard, use the fucking backyard. You're outside. Simple.
There
Or
you go.
like
Yep.
it's apparently it's legal that you
Like,
can
let's say you want to go on a bike ride.
yeah, you can go on a
I
bike
would
ride.
love to do that. You're not with well, unless you're with your family.
Yeah.
But you're not with anybody. You're not going with anybody. What's
Yeah.
what's the matter with that?
And,
Like,
and you're
go for a walk. I
you're
don't care. Just
you're biking if you're biking past people, you're biking past people really fast. So it's like
yeah, usually, or you're slowing down because they have a dog or something. Which
yeah.
even then, you're just it's fairly quick anyway.
And,
Unless they push you off the bike and get mad at you.
and
But
then
that's
and then
different.
spit on you. Die, retard. Like no.
You die, you get it.
That's like
Get him.
I don't. It's
I don't like people.
no, I don't. People don't care. Like I said, people don't care about the situation. It's quite serious
Nope.
that this is happening because literally you
Yeah,
could be
it is.
infected at any moment. But you wouldn't know because the symptoms aren't like instant. But like
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
what I think is dumb is that the BC government has been talking about we're going to send the kids back to school. What the fuck are you talking about? That is the worst idea possible.
First or some stupid.
What?
Isn't that what was said? Was May 1st?
Yeah, they said that we're going back. We're going to be going back to school May 1st. No. Do you not understand?
I want to hear from
how crowded hallways
the
are.
teachers first.
Yeah.
Yeah, do they not understand our school?
Yeah, well, like, 'cause the teacher. Okay, well, the thing with teachers is that they have to comply, no matter what. So they have
they
no
do,
say anything.
sadly.
It's just like, sure, yeah. Like, okay,
I'm not feeling safe. I'm gonna call work. Say, oh wait,
I
can't do that.
I like actually cannot go to school. I can't because of my sister.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, no.
ideally, this is not going to work, so we have to do online schooling no matter what anyway. So,
Yeah. See, they're not taking into account in case something does happen. They're not taking into account what the kids are dealing with, and
yeah.
well, yeah, they're not thinking about that. They're just thinking, oh, school education, our education is the best.
Yeah, it's like,
send them back.
fuck, seriously, this is really not worth all that effort. It's like, okay, online schooling is
No,
working.
and I don't know about you, but I don't want to learn stoichiometry.
Wait, what is that in?
You don't know what that is, and no one should know what that is because it.
I think I know. What is it in? Is it in science or? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, I said, is it in science?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think I remember him mentioning it, but
Oh yeah, and then you left.
yeah. But the thing I'm doing now is much worse.
Is it?
Well, probably. It's a lot of
At least it's not hard.
it's a lot of writing and explaining when the book doesn't tell you what it's actually trying to get across.
Oh yeah, so basically every other class.
Yeah.
See, that's why I hate textbooks and any booklet that's given, because they don't
Yeah.
have the right information.
Like especially
And then you got to start looking it up, and then you got to look at the answer key because when you look it up, it's all wrong.
yeah, 'cause like I have the BC Science 10 textbook. That's like from
Oh yeah,
like however many
BC
years.
Science 10.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what Science for Citizens is. It's literally like
Grade 10 science, just for
pretty much. It's fucking
Yeah,
it's
okay.
awful. It's so boring. But like it's easy because I
Yeah,
can.
see, that's why I stayed in chemistry, is because I didn't want to have a boring, easy class.
Well,
But
that's
then
the
again, I
thing,
kind of, well, I'm happy about it now because the units are all spread out. You know how
right?
Medell was, every day, this is due, this is due, this is due.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
And
was
now
the
he's
worst
giving
thing.
us like 2 weeks to work on it and
Yeah,
whatnot. So,
that was like one of the reasons why that I didn't want to be in that class because I hated that it's like, okay, so you have this lab, now we have another lab today. Well, that lab from yesterday is due today, but you have no work time because you have this lab to do on it. It's like, okay, now that this lab is due tomorrow. Holy fuck.
so yeah, this lab was actually due 2 days ago, and you're kind of late,
Yeah, like,
but you only did it
dude,
yesterday.
hold the fuck on. And like,
Yeah, I understand there's a lot to go through, but
yeah, because
I don't like it.
school is just like I think school is like that. That's one of the things
I think
that
the
doesn't really
education system
work.
needs to be changed.
It needs to be revamped properly, and it needs like they need to take into account, I think, some logical students.
Stress.
Like no, like I don't mean like okay, so we're gonna use like this kid who has a mental disorder and can't do anything. We're gonna use his account of how school works. No, or it's like, oh, we're gonna use this person who's a drug addict and has like fucking 3 warrants out for his arrest. Like, what? What? Please use someone
Yeah,
that is actually like use someone
an
who comes
average person,
yeah, like use people from oh what's the class? Uh, is it philosophy? Maybe?
philosophy, or do you mean, yeah, philosophy sounds right.
Yeah. Either way,
Like the
they
one that
should
Blake was in.
yeah that one
Yeah, or
because
is it psychology?
it's kind of bit of both that they should talk to. Um,
Yeah, because then
because
they'd come up with a logical, something.
yeah, like actually get into a call, talk to these students who actually know how school works, understand how people uh like how students work, how the teachers work, how all the schooling works. That doesn't like that should be taken
Yeah.
into account at all times because every student is different. Some
Yep.
people they can't learn properly. They don't have the brain capacity. Not
Learning
like yeah, they don't
disabilities.
have the capacity to learn that. They
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 take longer to learn
yeah
something than everyone else. Like no one will learn some. Well, a lot of people will learn something on the first day, but like sometimes you got to stretch it out for them to learn it
yeah
because
yeah yeah yeah
they don't understand, or something like that. Like let's say chemistry, for example, I couldn't understand a lot of it,
right
but now I'm kind of like I get it a little bit. But then they give you the empirical and molecular formula, and that just throws everything out the window, and now you got to restart.
yeah. So basically, here we have this new course. It's not new or anything. It's the exact same course you've been doing for the whole year. But you just have to relearn every single thing that you've already learned. Hmm,
Oh yeah,
what?
molarity. Well, guess what? It's not molarity anymore.
It's
It's gas.
it's like it's such a fucking like I feel uh, uh, my brain hurts thinking about it because it's like okay, so
Yeah, okay. So convert grams to molecules, and then from molecules, you got to make a moles, which you already technically had because you got to go grams, moles, and then molecules. But you go all the way to molecules, and then you come back to moles, and then you go up to molarity, and then you go down to 8.31 kilopascals of gas, and you convert that into liters, and like,
yeah, it's so stupid. Cause like, okay, so um, since you're already going through enough, here I'm gonna go through just how they think. Okay, so uh, we need to make something. We need to make a class for the students that will allow them to learn uh, how society is going to work once they're out of school. So logically, okay, back to me. Uh, logically, you would want an economics class, how to understand how to pay your taxes, how money works, how saving like saving for things is important, how not to spend your money on stupid things, and how to be a good human in society with your money. Um, and then you should also have like it should be a mandatory um, like class of how to be a human in your new society. So how to properly have a conversation, right? I know most people are not like that where they want to have an actual conversation because they're um, like introverted, like myself.
Yep.
Um, and then you want to have one where it's like comment, like be courteous, like don't be a fucking dick to people. Um,
Yeah.
like they should have those kinds of classes for students. But okay, back to the schooling
Okay, you know what
system. Or sorry, you go first and then I'll go back to the
I
schooling
think
system.
they should have. I think they should have a class for that's mandatory. So instead of how we have career life connections,
Yep.
um, instead of that stupid as hell class, which I haven't done yet, by the way,
I've done 4.
they should put a class that would be about taxes and financial stuff,
Mhm.
like fully on that.
Yeah.
So everyone can start, getting into that world. That's what I think they should add, but they don't. So
Or it should
because
be
I don't know, no one should learn. Oh yeah, kids should learn financial, blah blah blah. No, they
like
don't understand that. That's what some people think should happen.
yeah,
I think that would be a great thing to learn
like I'm
for a lot of kids.
like we're almost in grade 12. We're almost 18. We're almost out of school.
Make that a
For
grade
good.
12 mandatory class.
Like what the fuck? I still don't I wouldn't know how to pay my taxes.
What's the capstone? What the hell's the capstone?
Okay, the capstone is like a
Like,
present.
like I know that's a
Yeah,
presentation, but like, why that?
yeah.
Why not financial stuff? Make that mandatory instead of this stupid presentation in one person.
Yeah. So
Like, make it important, not some stupid thing.
yeah. Okay. Back to
Oh, you know what I should do for the capstone? Sorry. I think an idea for the capstone is saying how bad the school system is
that
and
would be a
how
good one.
financial, like we should learn financial stuff, and how careers is stupid, and school sucks, but
So
stuff like that, like, you know what I mean?
your ending statement will be fix
School
the
sucks.
fucking school system, please.
Yep.
But like okay, back to
Fix our education.
anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
government. Okay, so all these kids need to learn how to be a good human being in society. So we're going to have this this full year long course that they can't do, well, they can't necessarily do in class, so they have to do it outside of class, and every assignment is going to take around maybe 3 to 6 hours. It's like
Mm-hmm.
and like uh and even if the teachers don't like it, we're going to put it on them. Huh?
Yep.
What the fuck? That's what's really annoying is like they think that they know what they're doing, but clearly they don't because when you're in your grade, like when you're in your high school years, this is your most stressful, like this is your peak stress ever.
Yep.
Because
But
now
do they understand that? No,
yeah,
they don't.
because now school actually matters. Because elementary school
Yeah, 'cause
doesn't
you're
matter.
taking the classes that you need to get into a profession that you'd like to.
Elementary school doesn't matter. You'll pass no matter what.
Useless.
Middle school, it's kind
Middle
of on that line of yeah, it's like you kind of need
It's
this
kind of
stuff,
putting you.
but
It's kind of putting you into high school, but grade 9 for us anyway was absolutely useless.
like okay, so
And it was even Miss White said that, right?
Yeah.
Well,
like okay, so math. If you do math in your grade 9 year and it's going to lead you into next year's math. Okay. So
actually,
it doesn't because even then in
'cause
grade 10,
everything you
in
learn
grade
in-
10, they will just recap it all. They'll recap everything for you so you don't it's like, "Oh, so like middle school is fucking pointless."
or if you go into A&W,
Yeah.
which is
I
the
did.
easy one.
Yeah.
I did too. They
well, I had a bad teacher, let's say. Everything that we were supposed to do wasn't done.
Right.
Nothing from the like, I mean, trigonometry and such things that are, done in A&W,
Hmm.
but we never did geometry, never did, well, there's a few things that we never did, and, well, I blame that on the teacher, because when I went into foundations the next year, I was supposed to know half that stuff from A&W, but I didn't.
Right. Yeah. Uh, like,
Everyone else did. The other people that took A&W knew what my teacher was talking about,
mhm.
but I had no clue because I didn't learn that.
Like every math class I had before grade 10, it was like, okay, so we're gonna overcomplicate this whole system. We're gonna give you 7 different ways that you can do this problem. Now go do it yourself. No, that's not how it should be.
No, it should be one way, and
Yeah.
if you can make it easier for yourself,
And they
then do that.
put all of this into like one lesson. One whole lesson. So it's like, okay, so we're going to do this. Now we're going to figure out how triangles work. Now we're going to figure out how to solve world hunger. Huh?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, let's solve world hunger in math
Like-
class.
Anyways, grade 10. Grade 10
Yeah,
was,
so you need 10 watermelons to solve 4 kids' problems.
yeah. Like math, like, okay, so 9 to grade 1. Hated it. Fucking hated math. I still hate math. Grade 10.
That was my best unit, but I hate it.
Grade 10 was my best math year I've ever had. Like, no joke.
Oh, I got an award for it.
I think I did too, actually.
I think you did too, but you never showed up.
No, I didn't. Anyway, besides the point. They, like, Mr. Burgess was like the best math teacher that I've ever had.
Who, sorry?
Mr. Burgess, the bald guy.
Oh, yeah, that guy's awesome.
Yeah.
I never had him, but that guy's awesome because
Oh
he's
my
come
God.
in to
He,
supervise my art class and whatnot, and he's come into my math class when I was the first semester. He came into my math class
wait,
and
he
helped people out.
he supervised your art class this year?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because
um,
they're both math
he
guys.
left for whatever reason. Yeah, he was helping his class and he helped our class.
Yeah.
And same with when I was with Foundation. When I was in Foundations, he came in there and Miss Lyons was doing something or whatever.
Mhm.
He is awesome. He actually helps you through it.
Yeah.
Every other, like same with Mr. Perron, I'm sure. He helps you. Even with art, he helps you.
Yeah.
It's just, I had Miss Griss in my grade 10 class, and well,
Mm.
that was great.
I had
that was an easy class for me because I was on her good side.
Yeah. So Mr. Burgess, it's like,
but-
okay, so we're gonna work on 2 things today. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna figure out how to do this. So we start with like, it's like the first half of the class is we're talking about this thing, so it gets like ingrained in our brain. Now the other half is doing the other thing. And like he explains it so well. He gives such good like examples that it actually helped me so well. So like, so he's like, okay, so we're gonna do all the odd numbers. So that would be the right side of the page. So we're gonna do all the ones. We'll do about let's say 12 of them. So we'll do those, and then you can. And then we'll wait for everyone else to finish and then do that. So I would finish in like 5 minutes or less. Probably not 5 minutes or less, but like 5 minutes or more. Just because he actually understood like how to properly explain it. Instead of be like, okay, so we're gonna have this. We're gonna use the watermelons. Now we're gonna use the seeds inside the watermelons to be a part of the watermelon. And then this is going to be how you do your math. What? And it's like some teachers don't fucking care about school. They
See, I think
they hate being teachers.
my math teacher did,
Yeah.
but the issue with her was that
And you said it was Miss
she
Chris?
explained something. No, that was grade 10. Grade 11.
Oh,
was
well,
Miss Lyons.
Okay, well the thing with Miss Griss
Well,
is that
Miss Griss, I never asked her because, well, I knew she wouldn't give me a good enough answer.
yeah, the thing with Miss Griss though is that she's a variety
Useless.
teacher.
Yeah, and that's sad because I had her for my socials class when I didn't have a teacher
Yeah, so she
for
was
like 2 days.
socials teacher, and then a math teacher,
English
and then gym teacher. She's
and
all of them.
English.
Oh, and English? Okay.
Yep, she did English. I didn't have her, but Tyler and whoever did.
But yeah, like it's so stupid
It is.
because like
because she's useless. Like
not to be rude,
what's this answer?
she's useless, but
Like
like
she'll you'll ask her a question. She goes, "Oh, what's the answer?" I asked you for help.
yeah,
Oh yeah, well, what's the answer? How? Like, what do you mean? What's the answer? I'm asking you for help. I need your help to figure out the answer. Okay, what's the answer?
yeah,
Like what?
that's not helping like at all.
No.
And like
In socials class, well, oh my god, just no.
yeah, I mean
She's not a socials teacher.
I can understand her like fascination with it. It's like history's cool and fucked, but like it's not something that you should really like major in. And I know that
Yep.
she didn't because I think she originally wanted to be a gym. Oh no, I'm thinking of Mr. Yule. That he wanted to
Yeah,
originally be a gym teacher.
Yule was awesome though.
I
I liked him. He was
Yeah.
my favorite. No, Mr. Sari was my favorite teacher in middle school.
can't even think. I'm trying to think
He
of
went
all
to
my favorite
Pinewood.
teachers.
And I feel bad for him.
I liked Mr. Yule, even though I'm pretty sure he fucking hated me
Yeah,
because I fucked up a lot.
that's fair.
We don't talk about what happened though.
I mean, he did get hit by a bike.
Yeah,
Not hit by a bike. He did
he was in an
hit by a
accident.
car. Yes.
But I liked Mr. Yule. He was a good teacher. I liked Miss Diebert on occasion, although she
I was on her good side, so I cleaned. I you know how she had to, everyone had to do chores and whatnot.
Yeah.
I kind of got out of that because I did it while I was bored. I just thought, you want this done?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
well, she'd go, yeah, sure. And so I never really had to do it,
right.
which was great. Unless I was doing clay, and then, yeah, you had to do something. But
The one thing I didn't like about her is that she was like so
conundrum.
she was so ready. It's like, okay, so we're going to clean up the planet. We're going to fix the world. It's like this is an art class.
No, you're not. This is an art class.
Yeah. This is an art class. I didn't come here to learn about the environment. Although I understand that it has issues, but
And then there's Mr. Ben.
oh, I loved Mr. Ben, but I'm pretty sure he
I love
hated everyone.
Mr. Ben too. Oh, he hated everyone, definitely. Especially Beth.
Oh fuck. I mean,
That
everyone
was
hated
the-
Beth.
Well, yeah, everyone did, but he hated her more.
I liked Mr. Vanderwall too.
Felipe? Mr. Vanderwall was like, I liked him. He was nice. He was a counselor too, eh?
Yeah, I saw him at the theater once when he came here. He was I didn't want to say it, like in that moment I couldn't fucking remember his name. I was like, "Oh my god, I fucking know you, but I don't remember."
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a good teacher. I liked him for what was it? It was oh shit, I don't remember the class. But it was like a
Robotics,
no, it wasn't really robotics. It was like
infotech.
yeah, I think that was it.
So that was the computer class, because he only did those two. He did robotics and infotech.
Yeah, and then infotech kind of meshed with robotics as well.
Yeah, it ended up doing that. Me and Austin made the song "A Little Piece of Heaven" on our robot, and it played it. And it was the best thing we've ever done with our lives.
I downloaded a file of it was an audio file of Man's Not Hot when that was a thing,
Oh no.
and I put it on there. And so when it would go forward, it would play the thing goes as it moved, and it would like spin around to like when we were like, oh, we would do this, okay, and so we did that for like 2 weeks or so. I can't remember who I was
Yeah.
with. I think I was with Reese, and I hated it. And so then he gave us he was like, okay, so if you want to, you can do whatever else that we were doing next, which was like a Photoshop assignment, I think. I was like, oh yeah, I don't like robotics at all. I'm 100% doing that. I was like one of the few people that actually did that because they
Yeah.
enjoyed doing robotics, because robotics is like, oh, well, you can just fuck around and do nothing for the whole class. But yeah, like he was I remember I can't remember how we got onto the topic of it, but like we were talking about headphones or something,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, I like headphones that have extra bass in them. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, you know that damages your ears, right? I'm just like, yeah, but I don't care. He's like, oh, okay. I'm just like, well, my ears are already damaged enough, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so teachers are the kind of thing where it's like you have good teachers and then you have really bad, or it's like good teachers, bad teachers, and then really bad teachers. I'm trying to think of really bad teachers. Shit. I want to say Mr. Balfour.
I liked him.
I liked him too. He was funny, but like,
Well, he retired too, so
yeah.
I mean,
it was really annoying. It's like, okay, so, why is your book not open, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I forgot.
then he'd call on you and
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I remember one moment. I don't remember if I was in that class with you.
That would have been grade
10.
Oh, that would have been like grade Mr. Balfour?
Oh, what the fuck? 10. What am I talking about? Grade 6.
Yeah, that
7.
was
8. Oh my
7,
god.
8, 6. I wasn't in the same elementary as you.
So, yeah, that's the thing. 6 just kind of blends into middle school with me.
7.
Either way.
Yep.
I remember this one moment. I don't know if I was sitting next to you or Liam, but
It would have been Liam because I don't think I was with you in that class.
yeah, I don't. Anyway,
maybe for grade 7.
I don't remember the guy. I don't remember his name.
Because grade 8,
okay.
I had
it must have
Mr.
been
Kennedy
Liam.
in grade 8.
It must have been Liam then.
Yeah, it would have been Liam.
Hold on, I'm gonna find. I need to find my yearbook because I don't remember this dude's name. Shit.
I lost all my yearbooks.
This is why I shouldn't buy them.
But you know what? One at the beginning of the year, one at the end.
Oh, Mr. Gula. That man.
Gula.
Yeah.
Ah, the terrorist.
Okay, so the story goes, I don't remember I don't remember what they were talking about before. Mr. Balfour and Mr. Gula, they were talking, and then he looks at me and he says, "Are you new to this class? I have been in this class for at least a month and a half." So like this,
Yep.
And he's like, "Are you new?" And then Mr. Balfour's like, "What? New to this class? That's Owen. He's been in here since the start of school." And I'm just like, "Yeah, you don't remember me?" Like, bruh, what the fuck? You sit in this class every single day. How do you not remember me? And I was just like, oh my god.
I didn't like him.
Yeah, he was kind of bothersome.
He's rude.
I remember I was in, it was, I think it was grade 9 when I was in science with Corey. Might have been. Anyway, it was when Miss Molnar was there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I had her for math and science.
I had her for science, and then science the next year. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. She's not a teacher. She
Anyway,
shouldn't be a teacher. I don't know why she is a teacher.
Mr. Gula comes up to me, or he's like, "Hey, I need to talk to you after like this lesson is over." And I was just like, "Oh fuck, what did I do now?" And it like,
oh no.
yeah, I was
What
like,
did I do?
I was like really scared what I did, because I don't think I did anything bad, because like I'm not a bad person.
Oh, but you did. You did.
Yeah, and so he goes back to like the back of the class with Donovan and Austin, who were in the class. And so he's sitting there, and like I was like, what the fuck does he want? And I'm trying to think of everything. And I'm like, did I do something bad? Did I hurt somebody? I don't think I hurt anyone. What the fuck? And then so after he's like, okay, so I need you to do this thing. It requires Photoshop. And I'm like, fuck.
I need you to do this thing, you said.
Yeah, or he said it requires you to do Photoshop. I was just like, huh? How does it? I was like, okay. So he's like, okay, so I need you to put the I'll get the files to you. I just need you to I need you to put this person's face over this other person. I was like, okay, why did you come to me? And he says, oh, because I heard that you were a master at Photoshop. I was like, what the fuck?
Bitch, what?
Because apparently I was doing like really good in my photography class, I think. And so he was like,
oh yeah.
And Mr. Ben took notice. He's like, hey, you're pretty good at this. And then I guess he just told him that I was the Photoshop master. I'm just like, oh fuck. And
Well, yeah. Now what?
yeah, like, oh shit. And so he tells me that, and he's like, I was like, okay, I'll try to get it done whenever I have time. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I was like, okay. And
But in reality, worry about it.
And then in reality, I didn't do it ever. I never did it because
Fair enough.
because I don't think he, or maybe he did get the images for me. I just never did it because I was like, I just procrastinated all the time, because we would always go to the library, right, for the computers.
Yeah.
And so I would always play on it, and I was just like, oh yeah, I have this thing to do. And then one day I went to go try and do it. I was like, this doesn't look that good, but and I never handed it in to him. Are you outside or something?
Well, it wasn't. No, that's my fan. I should
Oh,
move.
yeah, it's like breathing into the mouth. It's like,
Yeah. Quality.
yeah. I don't know. School is dumb. Is there anything you wanted to talk about? Because we might
Not
wrap
really.
this up.
We covered it all.
Yeah. I mean, there's still tons of things I have on this list that I want to talk about, but I might get other guests on here.
Later.
Yeah, I might get other people.
Get
like,
Austin.
oh fuck.
That'll be something else.
No, cause he's just gonna spout the N-word the whole time. Fuck you, faggot! You fucking like, bruh. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's good enough. We'll end that. Hour 23. Not bad. A little bit over the time frame I said, but
Now we're 23.
yeah, that's not bad. All right. So gotta do a sick little outro here. That was the Bro Moment podcast. I hope you fucking enjoyed us rambling for an hour. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, anyway, thanks for listening. That was fun.
Was it?
No.